All right, everyone. Good morning and happy Monday. I'm Senior Meteorologist Wesley Williams. Thank you so much for waking up with Wesley. In this update, we're going to do a quick recap of the storms over the past weekend, talk about how things are pretty chilly today, and then look ahead to our next rain chance, which will be tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. So let's get right to the information. So here's a look at the showers and storms that moved into the area over the weekend. We'll actually take this full so you can get a big view of this. There were a number of showers and storms that moved through South Mississippi and the entire region. Here was a snapshot of 6 p.m. on Saturday. We were doing just fine. We had many rain-free hours as I expected on Saturday. But then we went to Saturday night and these showers and storms started to move in. Check out the severe weather that was taking place at 9 p.m. along the Mississippi River and up the Delta. And then around midnight, we saw that storm line advancing toward the east. Look at all of these reports of wind damage and tornadoes stretching from near Natchez, Mississippi through Jackson Meridian up to areas north of Birmingham, Alabama. However, you'll note on the coast here, it didn't get much around the midnight time frame. Now, after midnight, we did see some of these showers move into parts of our 6 southernmost counties, so there may have been a few reports of wind, especially west of Highway 49. And then the sun came up on Sunday, and where did all the rain go? As expected, it was east of the Alabama line for us, so everything was clearing out for the Mississippi coast. Now, in the wake of that, this is a look at the storm reports over the last 48 hours. And you can see that there were a number of storm reports across the region. Things like tornadoes, wind. We can actually do a counter on these. Let's see if I can find my counter for severe weather reports. There we go. And we'll just kind of grab most of the ones that are on the screen here. So basically 500 reports, my gosh, of severe weather in the region. 10 of them flash flooding, 3 of them hail, 401 of them were those straight line thunderstorm wind gusts, which did a number on portions of Mississippi, Alabama, leading to power outages to our north. 11 reports of tornado and other 70 plus reports of gusts from those thunderstorms. If you were watching Good Morning Mississippi, we covered a few of these that occurred in the local area. There were 2 of them in our 6 southernmost counties. One of them was in Hancock County. Another one was in Pearl River County. And you can also see some that were just over the state line there. Here was the one in Hancock County that we mentioned that the Hancock County EOC had damage to an outbuilding. And in Poplarville, there were reports of downed trees near the city park, and we've been reporting on that this morning in Good Morning Mississippi. Just over the state line, there was a tornado not too far from Bogalusa, Louisiana, and Washington Parish, Louisiana. It was an EF1 tornado, so those certainly have wind speeds of greater than 90 miles per hour. But fortunately, things have improved for us. So that's the good news as we go to your Monday. We're leaving those weekend storms behind. We really left them behind when the sun came up on Sunday. And speaking of sun coming up, did you see this morning's sunrise? It was actually pretty nice. We're going to roll that time lapse for you right now. During the 5 and 6 o'clock hours, look at all those colors, crystal clear conditions, and just a beautiful bright sun starting off the new week. This is going to start off the week on the dry side, but we'll get some of those rain chances for you tomorrow night. But first, we got to talk about this chill. I walked outside this morning, took a few laps, if you will, in our station parking lot, and was unable to do it without a hat, without gloves, without a thick sweater. So I had to put on my hat. I had to put on my gloves. I had to put on my thick wool winter sweater. All of those things were required. And I would argue are still required during the 8 o'clock hour. It's currently 8:35 a.m. on your Monday, and we've got temperatures still in the 30s. Even though the sun is shining, don't be misled by that sunshine because there's a number of things happening here. First of all, these temperatures are much cooler than anything we've seen over the last week. And we're seeing some winds too, so that's adding an extra bite to the air. So this is a look at those temperature numbers. We can make this a bit bigger on your screen. You can see even during 8 o'clock, we are still mainly in the 30s. So this chill is lingering into the mid-morning hours. But like I said, there are some places with some winds, mainly along the coast. So watch these numbers. I'm going to point them out. Right down here along the coast, areas near and south of I-10. You see those temperatures in places near Bay St. Louis, Biloxi, Gulfport, and Moss Point, Pascagoula. Those temperatures are in the upper 30s, right? Well, let's take a look at the wind chill numbers. 20s. You're seeing a 29 wind chill, 29-degree wind chill near Stennis, 28-degree wind chill at the Gulfport Airport, 29-degree wind chill at Keesler Air Force Base, and a wind chill below the freezing mark in Moss Point. We also have some other places to the north of I-10 with wind chill numbers in the 20s, like north of Woolmarket and Picayune and Perkinston. So we're really tapping into this next wave of chilly air that's hitting our lower 48 this morning. And I got to tell you, putting things in a perspective, we just mentioned our temperatures in the southern part of Mississippi. But let's see if we can take a peek at those temperatures in the rest of Mississippi. So even though we've got our 30s, you can see some other places like Oxford actually in the 20s this morning on the thermometer. I wonder if they probably don't have much of a wind chill because there's not much wind up there. So there's the wind chill numbers. You can see those dropping into the lower 20s near Tupelo this morning. So now let's zoom out and take a look at regional temperatures, and we can see that it's cold. Monday morning temperature in the 30s on the coast here in Mississippi, upper 20s near Memphis, Tennessee, and temperatures in the teens right now in St. Louis, Missouri, as well as Louisville, Kentucky. I want to zoom out one last time and take a look at the entire country. And yeah, this is looking brutal. You've got temperatures, not even wind chill, just temperatures this morning in the double digits below zero in portions of Minnesota and portions of North Dakota. That wind chill or that temperature is just frigid, absolutely sub-zero temperatures right now. I don't know if it's going to get worse on the wind chill. Let's take a look at that. It might have. I think it actually broke my wind chill number. So we can't see it because I think it went below 40, below zero this morning. So let's see if I have one that can plot that. I don't. What about this? Let's see. Will this plot it? Okay, there it is. So yeah. I usually have it to automatically hide numbers that are minus 30 or colder because we never really see that very often, and it's usually an error. But no error this morning. It is also breaking my color table as well. My color table stops at minus 30 because we usually don't have to plot a temperature that cold. But yeah, you can see in that gap, that blank there, some temperatures, and feels like temperatures rather, 30 below zero. This is just striking. But it's a friendly reminder, or maybe not so friendly reminder, that it is still winter. It is still February. So let's get into gear. Last thing to talk about here will be our next rain chance. For now, we're just dealing with dry high pressure in the local area. So this is going to keep us dry all day today, tonight, and tomorrow. And I think we'll get plenty of sunshine today, only partly cloudy tonight. Here's a look at those temperatures. We're forecasting this morning to be in the 30s on the coast, 30s inland and 40s on the coast this morning. And then we go to the afternoon and we'll see 50s everywhere, upper 50s on the coast, mid 50s inland. So it is looking like a chilly day. One of the first times this entire month that we won't even hit 60 degrees all day. So don't expect it to warm up much at all today. There's a look at tonight. Will we see another round of 30s? I think so for areas that are north of Interstate 10. So inland areas, thinking Wiggins, thinking Saussure, thinking Van Cleve. Those are places that could get to those 30s tonight after midnight. However, I think we'll have less of a chance to see those along the coast. We'll come close in a few spots though. So here's a look at those rain chances. 0% today, 0% tomorrow, a measly 20%. Rather, 0% today, 0% tonight, a measly 20% tomorrow. And then that chance goes way up to 80% or higher as we go into your Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. There's a look at that hour-by-hour timing. We have this initial part of tomorrow night in which the rain chance is not all that high. Before midnight, low rain chance. But then we go to after midnight, and you're looking at a high rain chance, around 80% or higher. And we will see the chance decrease as we go to Wednesday morning, although there might be a few showers lingering around sunrise. Here's that futurecast showing Tuesday night. Those showers, a few downpours moving in from the west. This is a good soaking rain. We'll see 1 to 2 inches of rain out of this. Flooding appears unlikely, but it can't be completely ruled out. We do have a level 1 out of 4 risk of flooding down along the coast from the rain. So as you can see, that 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. time frame looks pretty wet. But by the time we get to 5 or 6 in the morning, most of the rain is over the Alabama line. I do think a few showers could linger, though, for parts of George and Jackson counties for the morning ride into work or school. But the later we go into Wednesday, the drier things become. So there's our forecast into the next 7 days, and that one big rain chance coming at you tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, and that's kind of it. Not really too many opportunities for rain over the next 7 days. That's going to be your big one. By the way, for the weekend, if there's parades planning, or if you are planning parade time over Saturday and Sunday, right now it looks like you might not have any rain on your parade. The chance is slim to none, 20%. But it is going to be cool with the high temperature not even hitting 60 at all on Saturday and barely getting above 60 on Sunday. So you'll make sure to have to move around a lot, get the blood flowing, keep yourself warm if you're going to be out there waving for Mr. to throw you some beads, as they say. 2 freezes to come this week. We'll talk more about them in the next update, but I just wanted to give you that brief look at Thursday morning freeze and a Friday morning freeze. We will see temperatures on the coast in the upper 20s and lower 30s, but some of the temperatures that are inland to the north of I-10 could actually hit the mid 20s. So you can see that 30 on Thursday morning on the coast could be a 24 for some of the inland areas. So just keep that in mind. Some of those inland spots could see that kind of harsher freeze into the mid 20s around Thursday morning as well as Friday morning. So that'll do it for this update. Hopefully you have a great Monday and manage to keep yourself warm, especially from all of that breeze causing a wind chill. I've been Senior Meteorologist Wesley Williams.